Assalamu alaikum. I am Jawad Ahmad. Today we are present in our next economics class in which going to study the ordinal approach of utility, which says that utility can't be measured in terms of numeric values. We can only give a preference level from one good to another good. Under this ordinal approach, the first theory or the first law is the indifference curve. So, before we can start this class, kindly subscribe my channel so you can get all my videos on a timely basis. Let's start this class. What is indifference curve? Indifference curve represent different combinations of two goods where each combination gives or provide same level of utility or satisfaction to the consumer that the consumer become indifferent among each combination. For example, if there are two products, product X and product Y, you are consuming 2 units of X and 3 units of Y, and your satisfaction level is here. So you can say that by consuming 2 units of product X and 3 units of Y, their combination gives you a satisfaction. Now you want to increase units of X, then in order to make the utility or satisfaction level at the same level, you must have to increase units of Y. For example, if unit of X are increased from 2 to 3, then you must decrease the unit of Y in order to achieve the same level of satisfaction that was present at that level. You can say at point A level and this point as B level. Now, if the consumer still want to increase the unit of Y, then he will move from this point to this point. Now, he must decrease the unit of X in order to maintain a same level of satisfaction. So these units may be decreased to this point. After connecting these points, a convex to origin curve will be generated. That is called IC, indifference curve. It is called indifference curve because point A, point B, and point C, all points on a same IC give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. So the consumer become indifferent to choose whichever point. If we choose point A, the level of satisfaction or utility is same. If he chooses point B, the satisfaction level is same. And if he chooses point C, the satisfaction level is same because all these 3 points lies on a same IC curve. So all points on a same IC curve give same level of satisfaction, so the consumer can choose any point. So he become indifferent in choosing different level of satisfactions. Therefore, this curve is known as indifference curve. So read the definition once again. Indifference curves represent various combinations of two goods where each combination means A, B or C. All combinations give same level of satisfaction or utility to the consumer because consumer become indifferent to choose whichever point because all points, that is A, B and C, give him same level of satisfaction. Let's study this with example. Suppose you have two products. Let's say you have two products, apples or bananas, or you can take example of food and cloth. Food and cloth. The consumer want to use them in a very close combination. He also want food along with proper clothes. So let's take an example of combination A, B and C. First combination of food and clothes is he is consuming 2 units of food and 10 units of cloth. So this level of A gives him satisfaction. Now he wants to increase the units of food from 2 to 5. So in order to increase the quantity of one good, you must decrease the quantity of other unit. So the satisfaction level or the utility level should remain the same. So point B is the second combination. Now move to the third combination. The consumer is rational and want to continuously increase units of food. So he will increase units of food from 5 to 10. In order to increase the unit of food, you must decrease the unit of cloth in order to make the satisfaction same. So the units of cloth will be decreased. The point that need to be understand here is the reason of decreasing cloth unit is not the magnitude analysis. Units of cloth are being decreased because consumer want to maintain same level of satisfaction or utility. So units are being decreased in order to make the satisfaction level or utility level at specific point. So all these combination, as we have all studied, give same level of satisfaction to the consumer. So the consumer can select any point of whether the combination is A, B or C. All give same level of satisfaction as all they are lying on a same IC curve. The point that need to be understand here is that if you are on the same IC curve, let's say IC curve 1, all points on this give you same level of satisfaction. Same level of satisfaction. But if a new IC curve is created, let's say IC2. Then, as the units being increased from this point to this point, so as the unit are increasing, the utility level also increases. So a point on second IC, let's say point E, will give more satisfaction as compared to the combination of A, B, C, D. So as we remain on the same IC curve, all points give same level of satisfaction. But when we move from first IC to second IC, the satisfaction level or the utility level will also increase as the number of units are also increasing. Let's make a graph so you can understand it more betterly. Food is taken on x-axis and cloth is taken on y-axis. So a IC curve will be generated at which different point levels have same level of satisfaction. So the consumer can select any point among them. Same utility or satisfaction. And the ratio between the change in the units of x as compared to y. This ratio is known as MIRS or simply MRS. What is this? Marginal rate of substitution. This says that in order to maintain same level of satisfaction, units of or some unit of X or Y product need to be foregone or need to be quit in order to remain the same utility or satisfaction. The process of leaving one quantity of units as compared to other, this substitution or this foregoing or this change is known as MRS. Marginal rate of substitution, also called slope of indifference curve, is the rate or the percentage at which consumer is willing to trade or substitute units of one good for other to maintain the same level of satisfaction. So what will be the formula of MRS? It will be change in unit of B divided by unit of A, delta B over delta A. This law or this substitution effect is known as MRS. It is essential in order to maintain same level of satisfaction. Similarly, when more than one ICs gathers, then a map is generated. Such map is called Indifference Map. So it was our today's class in which we have deeply studied the first law under ordinal approach, that is indifference curve. Let's meet in the next class with the properties of indifference curve. Thank you for your time.